And what route randomizer is basically shuffles up all the rooms and makes a brand new route out of it. So for the settings for this randomizer, it's going to be 150 rooms. Items will be randomized, and there will be hell runs. And it looks like runs will be starting up pretty soon. Oh, there we go.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
And suddenly, to earn was about to begin. Alright, so for the route randomizer, we're gonna be going through series, and the rooms will be shuffled, at least somewhat, and then they'll get back to Zebus and find out where to go next. So about route randomizer, it's really hard to expect what's gonna happen. You may or may not have to fight some bosses, and I think you may or may not see some suits, but I'm not too sure. But anyways, on the top right, we have Gameaholic, and on the top left, we have Sir Lewis X. Bottom left, we have Canadian Owl, and on the bottom right, we have Elminster. Yeah, there's different settings that can be applied to this randomizer, and I believe for 150 rooms, suits appear halfway. Or no, that's because of Hell Run level 2. All of our runners successfully making it out of series. And so items will be randomized as well. Yeah, but they'll still be in their original spots. However, there are also other settings where I believe items can be put in random spots, like in the floor or in the ceiling. Alright, so Mr. going to the gauntlet room. There's something to the left side. So the only other way to go is to the right of the landing site. I believe blue rooms or blue doors are part of progression, I believe, and other color doors have like items and stuff. And they're coming through underneath Golden Four statue room, which is really unusual. You see some of the rooms have been a bit modified to make it possible to escape without having a suit or other items. And the route randomizers will have a bit of a randomized introduction, and then it'll come to this segment to Retro Brinstar, where players will always get Morph Ball, missiles, and Charge Beam. Oh, and bombs. So Mr.'s going to start his Bomb Teresa fight. Just like that, with 2 super missiles. Now, I think the only other way to progress is to go to this left side, your Morph Ball. Now that you have bombs, cut Charge Beam. So, a route randomizer means the rooms have been shuffled. So it's like a brand new route to take, essentially. Which really means like, I don't know, like a... Yeah, I think it's a bit hard to explain, but I guess it's like you take a new path through the game, right? And the normal item randomizer means that only the items are shuffled, but the game layout is still the same. And so, unlike a door randomizer, you can enter and leave through the same doors, and it'll bring you back to the same spots. Yeah, it's more like a new path, like that you travel throughout the game. Yeah, sort of like a new game. Hellminster finishing Kraid. So it looks like Elminster is taking the lead. Sir Lewis X and Canadian now are in the same spot. And Gameaholic. Not too far behind. Yeah, I guess from the name, I would say it's kind of like Instant Shuffle, but I have never played it before, so I can't say exactly. Wait. Canadian now missing the great quick kill, as well as Sir Lewis X. Can you do it, Gameaholic? Nice setup. Very nice. Nice, great quick kill. So it's a good idea to save frequently, because the nature of the route randomizer will be really hard to predict what kind of rooms you'll be coming up next. And there's also hell runs in this randomizer. Which means hell runs mean that there'll be heated rooms, and Samus will continue to take damage for every moment she's in the heated rooms until Samus finds the Various Suit item, which will protect her from heat damage. So it's very much recommended to save and look around for E-tanks to be able to survive a hell run. So far, I don't think I've seen too many big items, if any at all. Yeah, Samus is just gonna end up melting in the hell run. You have to make it through the rooms fast. And still missiles. Missiles and E-tanks. We had to fight Spore Spawn, our DLC boss. Now, a 2-round for Spore Spawn is possible. Since it'll be a lot easier since they all have super missiles. Very nice by Elm. So far it looks like Elm is still in the lead. Followed by, I believe, Canadian Owl, then Sir Lewis X, and then Gameaholic. Oh, Spore Spawn by Gameaholic. Actually, he's in second place. Don't think I've seen any other runner besides Elm fight Spore Spawn yet. So Elmister, then Gameaholic. So while in a normal item randomizer, some people may opt to avoid collecting reserve tanks. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, what? Okay, yeah. You don't want to take damage from those crabs. Crabs do a lot of damage when Samus does not have an additional suit. Alright, Gameaholic finishing up Spore Spawn. Solo 6 and Kenny Hour getting started. Yeah, and these items in Maria are also very dangerous. The Puyos, the little slimes, and the pancakes also do a lot of damage. So it's best to take this room slow, like Elm is doing right now. Ooh, taking a hit from a taking a hit from a pancake and almost a Puyo. And then he's going to be going through one of the escape rooms, which in normal circumstances he will have Hyper Beam. Ooh, Elm taking another hit. Needs to be very careful. His health is getting a bit low. Only 34 health left. Okay, he's in the clear for now. Okay, only getting a missile. Ooh, Gameaholic, be careful. There's a bunch of crabs over there. I think he might have took one hit. This is a good spot for him. In this room, there's a farm where you can stock up on health and ammunition. So there's no telling what could be next. And hopping to save. And lots of missile packs. And they found the first power bomb by Elm. Gameaholic is a bit low on health. He's also be careful. Pirates don't do too much damage, but all it takes is a few mistakes. Great. Gameaholic is also in the clear. Ooh, Canadian taking 2 hits from a pancake. Needs to also be very careful. Come into these next rooms. Ooh, that's very nice. Realm. Buying an E-Tank. Using infinite bomb jumps to climb up and collect the item. Actually, it looks like that's the only way to be able to get around this room. Alright, looks like Game Hulk is not going to farm. Alright, so on Elminster's screen, he's going to damage himself. And not going to go for baby skip. I believe all of the runners have high jump boots at this point. So it is possible to perform the baby skip. Although with the pea shooter, it'll be pretty interesting to get around it. Shooting all the blocks out. And with only 1 HP left and some health in reserves, I'll need to be very careful. Gamaholic will be doing a series of infinite bomb jumps to click the Z tank. And looks like he now will be collecting his power bombs. So far it looks like Elminster is still in the lead by a decent margin, followed by Gamaholic, Sirless X, and then Canadian Owl. We also have a few other racers that have joined this race. Balthazar, Saint Firebat, and Red Ninja Josh. A total of 7 racers. I would say it's always worthwhile going for the baby skip. Because of how like how much uncertainty is in the route randomizer, and Elm is just now getting into the farm spot, and so that's a lot of traveling with only 1 health remaining. Ooh, just like that, Gamaholic needs to be careful. Whew. Those bugs do a lot of damage, as well as those, I believe they're called ouches. They do a lot of damage. Ooh, that was really close. That fly almost hit him in the head. It's like Surly Sex is gonna start the baby skip shortly, or the baby Metroid sequence. Still, not too many big items. Although more E-tanks would be very nice to have. Oh, and there it is, an Elements of Screen, the first heated room. Forcing him to turn back. So what Elminster is probably going to do is look for a farm spot and stock up on more health and ammo to be able to survive the hell run. Can lose. Oh no, that is the way the route randomizer is set up. There's going to be a couple rooms that are connected together, and so some players will end up seeing the big Metroid like earlier, but they'll still be at the near the beginning, the whole randomizer run. Again, the route randomizer shuffles the path you take through the game, shuffles the room and items. So it's a new experience every time, but also a very uncertain one. Oh, Canadian Owl dying. Didn't quite catch what happened, but I think it was after the baby Metroid. You beat the game by progressing through all the rooms. So not all the bosses, or some bosses, or you may see or may not see bosses. It's more of the amount of rooms you travel through that really matter. And it's also very uncertain of what kind of rooms that you'll end up seeing. So no, you don't. There are no golden statues. Or I don't know if there can be. Yeah, there's a single path that all the players have to go through. And there's also other different difficulty settings that allow different paths to branch and converge together, as far as I understand it. So for this randomizer, players will have to go through 150 rooms. Items will be randomized. And there will be hill runs. Hill run level 2, which means there are hill runs and suits will appear past the halfway point of the game, which is 75 rooms, if I know how to math correctly on stream. Alright, so Canadian Owl, trying again, not taking any chances, using power bombs to clear the room. He only has 141 health to spare. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Canadian Owl almost fell into one of the ouches. They do a lot of damage. And they're also underwater. So they could have potentially taken multiple hits. Alright, elements are going to start the Phantoon fight. Is Charge Beam and Plasma. The Phantoon fight shouldn't be too difficult. Everything's going to go wrong pretty quickly. Especially without suits. Phantoon will deal about 40 damage per hit. And Mr. finishing off Phantoon. Yo, nice play from Lewis. Using a super missile to finish off the Ripper, so that to minimize the chance of falling back into the water. Let's see, Gameaholic is farming in the middle of a hell run. So during a hell run, players will continuously take damage, and it's a good idea to stock up on health. But there was no continuing hell run path after that hell run farm. So was collecting Plasma Beam, as well as Gameaholic. Both of them are really, really close to each other. Yeah, this randomizer is very interesting. Just toss a quick Google search, and you'll find it. Sir Lewis and Gameaholic starting their Fantoon fights. Ooh, Sir Lewis needs to be careful. 69 energy left. Every hit that Fantoon does deals 40 damage, so two hits, and Sir Lewis is done for. Barely avoiding that hit. .44. Come on, Sir Lewis, you can do it. Ooh, Gameaholic as well. Gamehawk is almost finished with the Fantoon fight. Needs to be a little careful. Ooh, very nice. 39 health to spare, and probably a full reserve tank. Sir Lewis, though, also finishing his Fantoon fight. Man, those two fights were really intense. You never know with Fantoon. He might give you a really janky pattern or something like really unfair. In the middle of all that, Elminster went through the halfway points of the randomizer, which is the Torian save room before Mother Brain. I believe that's the indicator that they have reached the halfway point. Billy May's room, finding a super and a hidden missile pack. Alright, it's Canadian Owl starting his fainting fight, getting a fast pattern. Coming into this fight, fully stocked. On Elemental screen, he is doing the Hell Run, taking a lot of damage. And Canadian finishing off Antoon. Nicely done. Mr. turning back after seeing that missile pack in that spiky hallway. For Wreck Ship, because the players have defeated Fantoon, the spikes sort of come to life. He can now damage Samus, as well as the spiky platforms. Oh, and there he is, Shack Tool. Spending some quality time with Shack Tool. Whoa, what? You can wait, what? You can skip that? Yo, what? There is a super block down there? It's not part of the original game. How do you know you could do that in this? I demand a refund. We were supposed to spend quality time with Shack Tool, and we did not get it. Yeah, that's right. I have never played Route Randomizer. Well, I guess I played the beginning. I'm gonna start checking the Firefly location. Ooh, and finding Gravity Suit. Nice pickup. Right, Sir Lewis getting past the halfway point. And unlike some of our recent randomizers, Gravity Suit in this one protects Samus from heat damage. It's a bit hard to tell who's leading right now. I think, besides Elminster being in first still, I believe it's Gameaholic, followed by Sir Lewis, and Canadian Owl. Canadian Owl finding Spazer. So again, this is a route randomizer, meaning the rooms have been shuffled to create a new path that players have to take in the game. And items are also randomized, as well as forcing a hell run, or multiple hell runs. I'm going through worst room in the game. Taking a couple extra hits. Three Musketeers getting through there without taking any damage. Gameaholic finding Shack Tool. Spending quality time with Shack Tool. Unlike some people. And sparing Shack Tool's life. Yes, Elementor is way ahead of all our players, or that we can see right now. All of our players, I believe, will find Shack Tool. It's also very important to check for items. Never know if it's something that you really, really need. But I guess could Elm just gun it and go straight for Mother Brain? Maybe a couple extra E-tanks to be on the safe side. Not checking the Power Bombs of Shame item. Going through Amphitheater, the opposite direction. Finding Screw Attack at high jump. Sir Lewis X finding Shack Tool. No, don't do it, Sir Lewis. Not even spinning quality time with Shack Tool. Ooh, okay, now taking a platform hit on the head. Platform spikes do a lot of damage to Samus whenever she does not have a suit. And as we're finding more missiles, just going to completely skip them. Yeah, I don't know if Elm really wants to find more items. I would say he has about everything that he needs. They have to go through Metroid rooms, but I don't think they have to. And can he now finding Shack Tool? Can he now killing Shack Tool? Unbelievable. And now I'm just waiting for the Crocomire cutscene. Let's see, looks like our runners are going to have Gravity Suit, or all of them. Okay, we'll find his copy of Gravity Suit pretty shortly. And Elminster finding Dragon. Earlier today we had a suitless Dragon fight, where you had to deal with underwater physics and fight Dragon at the same time. And that was a really tough thing to watch. Yes, this is a route randomizer, meaning that the rooms have been shuffled to create a new path in this game. And so all these players will go through a linear path, although items will be randomized, and there has been an option to enable hell runs, which our players have all gone through. And Mr. finishing off Dragon pretty easily. Elminster hesitating to take the reserve tank. Decides to take it anyways for safety. Can Elminster get through this room? Unless some things have been changed. In the vanilla game, you can't, unless you have Speed Booster or Ice Beam. Ooh, if there's no way for Elm to get past this, he might have to go back. Yeah, that might be the price you pay for skipping items. In that room, you need either Ice Beam or Speed Booster to cross it. And Elm did not have either one of those. And so Elm will have to go back and look for the items. I mean, I guess there's a Crystal Flash clip, but she has the ammunition to do so. But it's a relatively precise trick. So this gives all our other runners a chance to catch up. Yeah, some rooms in this randomizer have been modified to make it passable, but that room that Elmister was in was unmodified, it seems. So a Crystal Flash clip, as I was talking about earlier, a player will have to do bomb jumps and Crystal Flash at the like right underneath the platform in midair, and Crystal Flash will allow Samus to clip inside the block. Let's see, in the meantime, getting past the Three Musketeers. Neck and neck with Sir Lewis X. And Gameaholic checking out the... Oh, there it is! Speed Booster had Power Bombs of Shame. And that was an item that I remember Mr. skipping. This is Gameaholic's time to shine. Take the lead. And that's the item that Mr. wants to look for. Or Ice Beam. But I don't think any of our other runners have come across Ice Beam just yet. If there is one in this game. Yes, route randomizers are linear. But there's also options to enable a multiple routes or multiple paths. But for this one in particular, it is linear. Gameaholic checking out the Mama Turtle room. Did he look for items? I'm not sure if he did or not. Or is he resetting the room? Yeah, Elmister in the wasteland. And we'll find what he's finally looking for. Speed Booster. Now he can cross that room that he found earlier. No more door open. Feels bad, man. It's a bit hard to tell whether or not Gameaholic has passed up Elminster or not. But he definitely wants that E-Tank. Oh, it looks like they're in the same exact spot. Elminster pulling just a little bit ahead. Or are they? Yeah, I guess Gameaholic also has to check for items, so slow him down a bit. Yeah, and there's Crocomar, which Gameaholic has not done yet. As well as Dragon. Man, Elminster was pretty far ahead. 2 bosses ahead. Until you had to turn around for the speed booster item. Yeah, in this room, this is the room that Elminster needed speed booster or ice beam for, to be able to open some blocks and cross the room. Sir Lewis making the right choice, picking up speed booster, as well as Canadian Owl. So both of these runners are relatively close to each other. Mr. still has a significant lead, followed by Gameaholic. Nice space jumps from Elm. He's going to start his Bomb Terizo fight. Or, I mean, not Bomb Terizo, but Gold Terizo. There's an interesting setup where Gold Terizo will stay in one spot and will allow Samus to just spam beams or super missiles, making the fight extremely easy. How does Route Randomizer work? There's a program that shuffles all the rooms according to what settings that have been applied, and it will create a new route or a new path, randomly selected, of course. And in this case, it's a linear path, and items have been randomized, as well as enabling hell runs. Gameaholic finishing off Dragon, while Elminster starting his Ridley fight. Only Charge Beam and Plasma, and 23 supers. Elminster actually needs to be very careful. Only 7 health left, and some out in his reserve tank. Ooh, okay. Passing through Ridley with Screw Attack. Not taking any damage there. Very nice. Oh, nice short charge from Canadian Owl. Collecting that E-Tank. Oh, and Elminster is in the final room. That refill room is the indicator that they are supposed to have reached the end of the route randomizer. And we'll have to go through go to fight Mother Brain and the escape sequence. And there may be a bug in the escape, but it is not clear if that's really a thing or not. Kim Hogg starting his Gold Teresa fight. Not taking any chances. He was having a little bit of trouble with the setup. Looks like he got it just right now. And Kale finishing off Krakenmeyer. Oh, and looks like we actually have a winner. Red Ninja Josh finishes in first place with a time of 1 hour and 55 seconds. GG to Red Ninja. And yes, the thing to note about the Mother Brain fight, because this route has not given players Various Suit, so Rainbow Beam will deal, I believe it's 600 damage, which is double than what the normal damage is of 300 if Samus had the Various Suit equipped. So players will have to be extra mindful of how much damage they take during the fight. Gamaholic finishing off Ridley. Kale starting his Dragon fights. Cerulus also finishing Krakenmeyer. And Gamaholic at the refill room. Signaling that he is near the end. Almost to the finish line. Great, I'm just gonna start the escape. Meanwhile, Gamaholic just getting started with Mother Brain 1. He wants to be extra careful with how much damage he takes to do the stand-up glitch. Looks like that's what he's doing. Without Ice Beam, those Rinkas are very pesky and respawn very quickly. So even the escape sequence is also randomized. Yeah, the rooms have been a bit shuffled around. And I think even the animals room is also randomized. What happened to Elm? I guess that was the uh, the soft lock that happens in the escape that I was talking about earlier. Because that has a possibility of happening. That's the that's the finish line for Elminster. Elminster is finished with a time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, 27 seconds. And Insane Firebat finishing with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 26 seconds, and third place, just 1 minute behind Elminster. Yeah, there is a some sort of bug that happens in the escape sequence, and I would guess that the room spits out Samus into an inescapable spot, causing a soft lock. Again, good game to Elminster and an Insane Firebat. Oh no, did Sir Lewis? Yeah, Sir Lewis realizes that he has skipped a very important item. He needs either Ice Beam or Speed Booster to pass that room. Yeah, I would suspect that all our players will go through will experience the soft lock. Alright, Gameaholic starting his escape sequence. Meanwhile, Canadian Owl is in the middle of fighting Ridley. And Sir Lewis will have to backtrack and pick up the Speed Booster item. Which, you know, I could have sworn Sir Lewis did pick up the Speed Booster item. But could be wrong. And looks like Kenia now found the refill room.
Hello.
Hey, Elm. Congrats, winning second place.
Thanks.
So I saw that you forgot the speed booster item.
I kind of forgot about the speed booster entirely. I was just go moding after gravity.
Oh, it looks like Gameaholic has also soft locked at the finish line, finishing with a time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 29 seconds in fourth place. So, did you think you could have won the race if you didn't skip speed booster?
Maybe.
I think it would
Probably.
have been. I think it would have been really close, but I don't know what Red Ninja Josh was up to.
Yeah, it's hard to say with this, but
Yeah, I
I
find
don't
that's like really unpredictable, like in every way. The
know.
item
Like when I
routes are
realized I missed
randomized.
it. When I realized I missed it, and then I went backtracked, however much, to get it, I was like, is there enough game left for me to catch up, like to anyone that I may have fallen behind?
Mm-hmm. Did you consider doing Crystal Flash Clip?
I thought about it for a few seconds, but I've never done it before. I've done Crystal Flash clips before with Spring Ball, but
Mhm.
I've never done it without, and I knew it wasn't going to go well if I tried.
Yeah. It's a bit of a complicated setup.
There was one room, I think it was pre-Cathedral, that the game just gave you pretty soon after Baby Metroid. There was Gauntlet 1 and then eventually that. And I was just like, really?
Yeah, after the Baby Metroid room, there was lots of close calls. A lot of the enemies deal lots of damage there.
Oh yeah, there was the Meridian bugs on the way to Watering Hole.
Yeah. There's also like a few pancakes along the way. Saw a couple players take multiple hits. It was very tense.
Do we have any deaths from other people?
Deaths. I think Canadian Owl died once. And I think that was all I saw. Other than that, everyone else was doing pretty well.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I died. But it was definitely close.
Alright, so back to the game. Canadian Owl is going to do the stand-up and start shooting Mother Brain out when the B-Metro is ready to release from Mother Brain's head. And I believe Sir Lewis has found the item that he was looking for, Speed Booster.
Did he skip it too?
Yeah, he did.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he
I
tried
like
to
how it was at Power Bombs of Shame. That was great.
yeah. And then they just like walk back and or no, actually it looks like so it still does not have Speed Booster. Or does he? Okay, he does. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I guess it was a bit awkward going from the right side of the room rather than the left. No, I never actually knew you could kill those big side hoppers with super missiles. Always just like Walked right past them.
Oh yeah, they take like 5 or 6. They don't die to anything else.
Alright, Kenny now finish this Mother Brain fight. It's going to start the escape sequence. And we'll inevitably get soft locked.
Wait till you guys pull me up. Oh, hey.
Oh, hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Gameaholic. Congrats on the run, finishing 4th place.
Thank you, thank you.
Had a really good run.
Did not expect a deathless run. Definitely took a lot more safety saves than I should have.
Yeah, it looked like that run was very risky. Oh, but we have our 5th place winner, Canadian Owl,
Oh, nice.
with a time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 38 seconds. And a few seconds behind him is Balthazar, finishing in 6th place, with a time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 47 seconds. A little less than 10 seconds behind each other. Or seconds behind.
Oh, that's very nice.
So, GG's to both of these runners. But yeah, Gameaholic, how do you feel about that run? At least?
I'm just surprised I went deathless since there were a lot of close calls there.
Yeah, I
crabs.
saw I don't know about that Meridia room with the pancakes, but the Fantoon fights were like nail biting.
Even with all those items, doing Suitless Fantoon with 3 E-tanks is still really rough.
Yeah, Suitless Fantoon is a very tough fight. But you made it out alive.
I think I had some very close calls with those crabs since I know those things can easily shred your health.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've done one other door route randomizer to know that by experience. But overall, this is a pretty good run, and it's the first time I did one of these weekly Super Metroid tournaments or weekly events.
Yeah, should definitely do more of them. I think we usually have any percent, and I think we have a rotating, I guess, showcase of the Super Metroid Weekly.
I'll
So
definitely try.
Yeah.
Because I'll definitely try and make it if I can. But Fridays evenings is typically a difficult schedule for me to do. But this is one of the few exceptions.
Yeah. I think last week we had a GT Classic race, and this week we're doing Route Randomizer. I don't know what we're doing next for next week. I think it might be any percent. But not too sure.
Next week is like 5th week of the month, which we don't usually have. I think we're doing like either low percent or RBO or something like that. Something that's not in the regular rotation.
Yeah. But we'll see. Oh, low percent.
There are definitely a lot of risky stuff, and I'm glad it took the risk since I guess I wasn't too far behind from everyone else. But once I was in go mode, I decided to stop getting everything else and just probably still. And I was still grabbing most of the stuff on the way, but I stopped checking out doors after I got the tanks I was comfortable with.
Mhm.
I'm glad I remember I didn't have barrier, so I did grab enough tanks for that. Since that would have been embarrassing to come in without enough to soak that beam.
Yeah, good thing you checked the power bombs of shame. This is a very important item.
But I grabbed that speed booster.
I skipped it.
Was it required for this run?
Yes.
Yeah, there's the room before bot wound, and you would need either ice beam or speed booster to cross both ways.
Oh, that's right. Definitely glad I grabbed that.
So it was a bit awkward because people may not know that to go from right to left, you still need ice or speed.
I was hoping the room was edited, but I guess not.
Yeah, I would expect it would be, but because like lots of other rooms were also modified, like very slightly.
What kept on throwing me off is I was expecting crumple blocks in a lot of places when they're shot blocks. I'm guessing so that you can go back and forth between both rooms and sides.
Yeah, that's one of the things that have been changed.
I do still keep forgetting about Kraid's room, where the red door is always the middle door.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
I
didn't know
forgot.
That was
Right,
just
when
a
I was
shitty
in
for a
Craig's
bit.
room.
And I was
Yeah.
like, hey, where's the door? I don't hear an open door.
Yeah, no, there's no door there. You would see that if you didn't do the quick kill, but
I almost messed it up since I came in with 3 supers, so I had to do the easy quick kill method. 2 round, but it still skips that animation, so that definitely worked out.
Alright, so Sir Lewis X is in the middle of fighting Mother Brain 2. Ooh, taking a catch-up hit. That is not good, because he does not have Various Suit. The incoming Rainbow Beam will deal 600 damage, and I... Ooh, again, another catch-up. Is that enough? Is that... How many is that? 5? 5 E-tanks? Yeah, he's a little short. Delaying inevitable death. Dang, man. You have to be like extra careful about taking damage, especially when you don't have Various Suit. Oh, and I don't know how far back he got put back to. Taking a look. He's down a lot of E-tanks. Yeah, it looks like Sir Lewis X has forfeited the race. Yeah, he got put really far back. But a good game to Sir Lewis X. Yeah, that was just like a little too much damage from the catch-up beams, making him slightly short of the amount of health required to survive the Rainbow Beam. Yeah. Good game, Sir Lewis X. And with that, our race is done. So thank you all for watching our route randomizer race tonight. And there will be a race next week, next Friday. It might be low percent, or it might be low percent ice, but we'll see. And thank you for watching, and definitely follow the runners. Definitely check them out if you want to see more Super Metroid action. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.